Perfect. Hey everyone, how's it going? This is day 46 of Project 365. Today, I thought I could. Today is Wednesday, 4th of June. The time is around 12:56. I couldn't sleep, so I was like, you know what? Let's see what the market's doing. So I'm looking at a forex pair this time, Australian dollar versus US dollar. You might ask me why I'm choosing this pair instead of so many other pairs. It's because it's New York trading session and London trading session right now, which means a lot of people will be trading US dollars, or most of the volume is trading US dollar pair. So I thought, okay, cool, there must be some fluctuations going on. Yeah, there's no like a solid idea behind why I chose this pair, but just simply because there's a lot of New York traders, US traders at the moment. Alright, I'm looking at AUD USD pair. On the left, I've got my ChatGPT. I was looking at like the VBOP YouTube video. Basically, this is not a financial advice. I'm still a beginner. I'm not like a pro trader or anything. There's so many information out there. I don't know which ones to believe, which ones not to believe. So the best way is to just give it a crack. So we are going to do a top-down analysis. What that means is, let me just explain what's going on in my chart right now. I'll just turn on everything one by one. Like I said, we're looking at AUD USD pair, and we're looking at a daily time frame, which means each of the candle represents one day. So if the candle moved in green, that's the 10th of April, so the candle moved that much in just one day. Right now we are sitting on the 4th of June. Over here the candle has moved only like tiny bit in the forward in the buy direction. But as you can see, like the trends, it's forming new higher lows, and it's forming fairly new higher highs. I'll just point it out. It's a high here. Okay, as you can see, this high is lower than this one, so it's forming new higher highs. And put it over here. And two. Let's do one more. Now, you know what? I'm going to get this out of here. Instead, I'm going to draw a trend line. Yeah, disregard this big dip. That's because of the Trump trade tariff wars that collapsed most of the markets. But he knew what was happening, so he knew if I create tariff wars, that's going to get us a big dip. So all his mates can start buying in. That's pretty much what happened here. So let's just disregard this. I'm going to go straight here. As you can see, this is the trend we have at the moment on a daily time frame. So I'm going to turn on smooth moving average and 21, 50 and 200. So 21 is the green color, 50 is the orange color, and the red is 200. Alright, now, so as you can see, the 21 has cut through 50 and it's now above 50. So that's a sign, that's the first sign that we are finishing the downtrend. As you can see, red, orange, green, we're in a downtrend, and this is where on the 1st of May it started to go towards the other way around. The market started to flip, saying that it's not guaranteed that it will continue riding, but it might continue to drop as well. I'm just going to put a vertical line there just for our reference. Okay, so that's the vertical line. Okay, so now that's done. So now let's look at our daily charts. So what I'm drawing right now is just basic support and resistance. What is support and resistance? So I would say this is support and this is resistance. Alright, in this picture you can see how there's multiple touch points on the top, and that's the resistance level, and at the bottom you have like multiple touch points, that's like the support. Alright, so using that, so we've identified our support and resistance. That's where a lot of sellers are waiting to sell, and as you can see, anytime the price comes around that range, the market starts dropping, or it hasn't touched that point yet, which means until then we have time. Anytime the market's at the bottom, there's a lot of buyers and then waiting to buy. Okay, so that's done. We've identified a support and resistance. And the reason why I'm drawing it over here, not over here, is because let's say, okay, this one over here is 26th of May. And the market's not going to go fluctuate so much unless there's massive news events. It's pretty disciplined, pretty consistent. It moves up sometimes, it moves down sometimes, it moves up sometimes. So let's see, over here to here itself is about 95 pips. What do I mean by pips? The pips and lots calculations, maybe I should just post on it for another video, but basically that's about 95 pips. Yeah, so once again, this is not a tutorial or financial advice, this is just me breaking down what's going on. So the 26th of May, it's pretty old, like I don't want anything. As you can see, the market's been going up, and then from there it starts to go down. So we have the trend has reversed over there, so I care about this section, the most recent downtrend, and then from here it started to go up, so the most recent uptrend, and these candles are like saying, okay, the market's like consolidating, so that's a really good area of consolidation. Okay, so now so that's what we've identified, the support and resistance. Now let's go down to a lower time frame. Maybe let's go down to 1 hour time frame. So in a 1 hour time frame, we're looking at uptrend and then downtrends. So maybe we can do our trend analysis here. As you can see, from 26th of May, it's a downtrend, and then kept coming down, and then now the trend has reversed and it started to go up. and then from there it started to go down, so we were in a downtrend. Doesn't mean we are all the way downtrend, but the moving average says the otherwise. So it's 21, 50, and 200. So it rejected the 50, and it's the big green candle is a telltale the market's trying to go up again to the 65 spot. So that's a really good. I'm going to get rid of this line, it's too distracting. So that's a really good 65,000. That's really nice round number, sentimental number. So the price of 1 AUD USD is about 0.65 times or something like that. Here we go. So when you hold shift, it draws like a nice horizontal line. I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom here. So this is where it bottomed out. 64.50 is where it bottomed out. Okay, so we've narrowed down from like a day time frame to like a 1 hour time frame. So we know in the long big time frame we are in an uptrend, we are going up. So now we'll continue to look for buy positions. So 21, 50, and 200. That's again, it's in a beautiful spot. So we're in an uptrend. And then now I'm going to go to I'm going to go to 15-minute candles. So now a 15-minute time frame. Now each of the candle means it's 15 minutes. So it's been downtrend, market's been consolidating, and then, but here it's a little bit confusing how it's not like really clean, like green, orange, red. So this is where like the market's starting to consolidate. So this area over here, this whole section. I'm going to call it the unknown. So the market's consolidating over there. I'm going to extend the trend line. Okay, so this is what's happening. So the market's just consolidating between this yellow box. Now let's go down to 5-minute charts. So this is 4th of June, 12 o'clock. So that's when I started like monitoring. So it's been like consolidating a lot to see. I want to see if the market will break structure here and then go down, or break this and go up, target this. From 31st of May, it's been an uptrend. And now forms. Okay, let's do a fib analysis. So Fibonacci is, I don't know, it's like I don't know. Humans love Fibonacci for some reason. It's like a sequence of numbers, something to talk about proportionality. But again, I don't want to go too deep into it. I can't explain exactly what it means. So this is golden zone, or the discounted area, the discounted price. Oh no, 50 to 61. This is the golden zone. So as you can see, the market's gone up, but then it came back to the discounted zone. Oh, this is beautiful. So if anyone who is in this, who couldn't get in, so the market will always give you discounts, will come back down to that golden zone, and then it will ride back again. So that's exactly what's happening here. As you can see, the market was trying to just dangle around here. Okay, I'm going to monitor this zone, 64.50. It's a really, really, really important spot. Looks like it. Okay, that's where I will enter. So if the market comes down to this spot, I will enter again. Enter a long position. So I'll probably go here, set my stop loss just below, or just this, and then target 1:2 ratio. If it touches the blue line, I would enter a buy market. That's my predictions in the 5-minute time frame. Now let's turn on the momentum when we go down to 1-minute time frames. I almost forgot to add the VWAP. So VWAP is volume weighted average price. Okay, that's another confirmation. As you can see, anytime when the market is below the VWAP, we're in a downtrend. When it goes above, we're in an uptrend. Okay, this is beautiful. As you can see, the VWAP just shifted. Everything's above the VWAP. I know it's coming down, but it doesn't mean like we're all the way down. Let's look at another area here where the VWAP shifted. See how the VWAP shifted and started to go up. There. See how we go above the VWAP and it comes down. So you can technically enter a trade here and then put it just below. That could be a potential trade for long. But I'll see. I'll wait for this blue line because that's the golden zone. As soon as it comes into the golden zone, I'm going to buy it. Which is this area over here. In the middle night. Right, the microphone is still rolling. I'm still watching. Come on. I'm doing a mini fib over here. Okay, once again we've entered That's a big wick forming, so I'm gonna, where's the time? Percentage countdown. Okay, that's 2 minutes to finish. So we always want to wait for the candle to close. We don't want to enter halfway through. So that is a good sign. It rejected going further down. Let's go down to 1 minute charts. Okay, in the 1 minute chart, it's clearly like, uptrend. So green, orange, red is in perfect order. Okay, in the stochastics, what's happening is lost momentum there. Now we're below Reebok again. It's confusing. Let's get rid of this. Went above the Reebok, and then now we're below the Reebok. Just because it doesn't mean like we're in a downtrend. I'm still monitoring this section over here. The section where it's gonna come. This box area between the blue dotted lines and then the solid blue line. Okay, in my previous video, I've kind of touched base on the quad rotation. Stochastics basically shows the momentum. So there's barely any momentum. Everyone's just getting rid of it. So as you can see, sell, sell, sell. It's going to come down to this part, and then it's going to pick up the momentum again. Still sell. Yeah, everything's pretty visual here. Everything's calculated. I just don't have the right words to explain or the energy to do it at the moment. So I'm just going to do it raw video. And I'm going to scalp. This time I'm going to scalp. I'm not going to stay in the trade for too long. Okay, we got a doji star here. Not really a doji star. Yeah, kind of a doji star, inverted hammer, candles closed. Okay, that's a sign. Okay, there you go. As soon as it starts to go up, I've never seen anything like this. Just barely anything. Okay, I can see something over here similar is happening. So there's constant down, 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 constant down, 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 and then there's a spike up, and then from there it's going to continue to drop. I'm assuming it's the same pattern over here. It's just down, 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 down. So I'm gonna go for sell. What can we do? What are we trying to do here? This is, I don't know. It's quite confusing. So first time we've come over the 200 moving average. And you can see above the moving average. Anytime you're above the moving average doesn't mean we'll immediately flip. We'll go for some run, some like downtrend. At the 20. I want to see if the momentum's going to pick up again. If the momentum picks up. No, it's not. It's only at the rock bottom. One. I'm going to go for a buy position here, get rid of this. Okay, there is a quad rotation happening. No, it's not. So these three are already at a high position, but this is low. This is just turning up. So I'm going to wait for all three to come down. But there's a really good steep angle that's formed here. Patience. Patience is virtue. Virtue is knowledge. Knowledge is power. Yeah, that's right. Wisdom is patience. Patience is virtue. Virtue is knowledge. Knowledge is power. Well, in between knowledge is money. Money is power. Yeah, there you go. Lose its momentum. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna buy 30,000 units. Margin used. Submit. Because of the quad rotation, I've entered what's that? 3rd of June. Okay, I'm in the trade right now. Let's see. I entered the trade. Okay, so if I lose this trade, I will lose 20 bucks. If I win this trade, I'll win 120 bucks. I've already lost $8, so which means 8, 9, so about $28. But if I win, I'll win 120 bucks. I'm going to set it below the 200. Yeah, that's where the stop loss sits. It's below 200. Goes below the 200. There's no point in me staying in the trade, if that makes sense. $80 to 120. Alright, that's done. I enter the trade, holding a long position. I could have waited till it came down to this time, but it is what it is. Yeah, there's no point in, once you enter the trade, there's no point in just constantly monitoring the charts. You're just wasting your time. So it's 1:35, 4th of June. Maybe I need to put a line to know when I enter the trade. Let's see, activity, go down here, 64635. Okay, I can see that over there. What time did I enter? About 1:28. There. That's my entry. And let's look at the higher time frame if I've done it right. Yeah, even in the higher time frame it looks good. Because in the higher time frame we are looking for a buy position. Makes sense. I think I've entered a good trade here. Ah, perfect. before I go to bed, I've already started to make tiny profit, $3 profit. So this confirms that I have entered. Oh no, there you go, I already lost it. But it's okay. Like I said, I should have waited till it came down to the golden zone. However, the price came down, and then there's a big green candle that formed at 12 o'clock. That was a telltale sign for me that the market's going to rally back up to 6.4 or 6.5. It's like the market sentiment. Get rid of these unnecessary lines. What's this line here? Not needed. Okay, so I've entered here. That's actually a good entry in my book, if you ask me why, because if it breaks down below, if I win, it's a good 1:2 ratio. So at least I can recover half of what I lost last week. So this week I've entered long position in AUD USD pair around 128, targeting 1:2 profit ratio. How many pips is that? About 30 pips, 33 pips. Not bad. Alright, that's it for day 46, just a raw video of me scouring through the market. Alright, let's see how this trade plays out. Peace.